Hey, hey, hey. It's
Hey.
Friday night. Guess what? And we are around the table. You know, every Friday night at this time, you can expect to come on in and sit with me around the table. I am your host, Vision Coach Alicia of this awesome talk show Around the Table. And tonight I have a very special guest with me. But before we start to talk about my guest, listen, let me just remind you that this is a sponsored show. Around the Table is sponsored by Lorraine Barr International. And Lorraine Barr International is an organization that actually helps people in need, those who have gone through and are recovering from cancer. This tonight, I am actually wearing their t-shirt. I know a cancer survivor. I know a cancer conqueress. I'm sorry. That's what this t-shirt says. So I know a cancer conqueress. Lorraine Barr, for over 20 some years, was in the field of helping those that had cancer. She retired. 1 year later, she found herself with cancer. Can you imagine that? After 22 years of helping others, you are now dealing with the same thing that you helped other people through. And so, because of that, she founded this awesome organization. And I invite you to Cash App Lorraine Barr, $ Lorraine Barr 1, and help. $5, $10, whatever it is on your heart that you can contribute. Or go to the website, www.lorrainebarrinternational.com, and leave a donation there. Anything helps. Listen, and I know for sure it goes to good use, because about 2 months ago in the Philippines, they paid over $6,000 for reconstructive surgery for someone in the Philippines. I have seen them buy wigs for people. And by the way, those are the things that they do. They help with wigs, they help with bras, they help with breathing assistance, makeup, doctor's visit, and second opinion visit. So this is a real worthy cause. So tonight, I just invite you to go to the website or just Cash App $ Lorraine Bar 1 and help in any way that you can. I'm wearing the shirt tonight. This is a fundraiser that they were doing as well. And so I just decided to support. So I'm wearing the shirt. So hey, it is Friday night and we are sitting around the table. And I have a very special guest tonight that is going to kick off my entrepreneur series that's coming in November. So we're just going to give you a preview of an entrepreneur, so that if you are interested and you're an entrepreneur and would like to be on the show in November, you can be sitting exactly where Camilla is. And so I don't do bios, Camilla. I don't do them at all. I give my guests an opportunity to tell our viewing audience who they are. So what would you like our viewing audience to know about you, and who are you?
My
Introduce
name
yourself.
is Camilla. My name
Go
is
right.
Camilla Moore. I create more life, and that's the name of my company. Create More Life. I have beauty and business brand accessories. So if you're a speaker, you're a coach, you're an author, entrepreneur, you're always in the public eye. I'm the one that's going to help you to complete your look. When it comes to beauty accessories, I have like hand painted earrings, necklaces. And then when it comes to completing your look in your business, I create journals, workbooks, and things like that to help you complete the look in your business.
Wow, you are truly a businesswoman. So would you just repeat for us again the name of your business?
Create More Life.
Create More Life. And see,
Mm-hmm.
that is the thing about that I teach about naming your business, that it is something that people will understand exactly what it is. And there you were, you took your last name and allowed the Holy Spirit to give you that illumination. Create more life.
Mm-hmm.
Moore life. So Camille, let's talk about this entrepreneurship journey. How long have you been doing this? How long have you been on this journey of an entrepreneur?
Ooh, maybe maybe 10 years. I think my daughter
Oh,
was
so you're
5.
not new to this at all.
Well,
Okay.
as far as like the business side of everything, I'm probably maybe 3 years in, 3 or 4 years
Okay.
in. But
Okay.
creating and trying to create my own lane, I've probably been trying to do this for about 10 years now.
Well, guess what? You are no longer trying. You are
Yep.
actually in the space of minding your business.
Yes.
You are actually in that place of really being an entrepreneur. And see, the thing of it now is I try to teach people now is the time to combine being a business owner and an entrepreneur, because there's a little bit of a difference. When you are a business owner, you are doing things that you don't usually do as an entrepreneur. So it's a graduation type thing. You find yourself having to really take responsibility for being a true business owner. So listen, let me ask you this question. um how important, do you actually have a logo for your business?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And how important do you think it is to have a logo for your business?
I think it's very important. It's something that distinguish you from everybody else. It's something when people see it, they know it's you.
Hmm.
It's very important. So it's just like having a name. It's just like when
Exactly.
your parents, when you were born, they give you a name to distinguish you from other people. So
Mhm.
it's who you are. I mean, I created the name that I have. It was given to me by God. um,
Uh-huh.
but it's my name and it's what I do and it's what I represent.
Yes.
When I'm in any space that I'm in, I come in and I make people laugh, make people feel good. So it's very important.
Yes, create more life. And so with a logo, it's so important because it helps you to really brand who
Mhm.
you are. My logo is on the screen, and it's AMG Boss Business. And it's actually my name, my first name, my middle name, and my last name. But when you hear Boss Business Coaching, it tells you that I am a boss of what I am doing in the coaching business. You know,
Mhm.
a name is so important so that people don't have to wonder who you are, what you're doing, but they can actually tell by a name. Now, anybody hear the name McDonald's, they know that you're going to get a hamburger and some French fries, and if you desire a milkshake, because
Mhm.
that is who they are and what they sell. But when you think about it and the branding, what do you think about? Who? Ronald McDonald.
Mhm. Yep.
Okay. And so it's so important that we give ourselves names. So I want, when people see AMG Boss Business Coaching, immediately they say this blonde headed lady,
Yeah.
and they know that that's Boss Business Coaching. So
Mhm.
when we hear create more life, Moore, Camilla, Camilla Moore. And so that's so important. That's really good. Now, let me ask you something else.
Mhm.
Um, what are some of the things that you actually do in your business? You mentioned them really briefly in your introduction, but if you zero in, because today I had a real awakening and discovery about what you do. This is why it's so important in business or as an entrepreneur to network
Mhm.
and to find like-minded people to be around, because I was up at 3 o'clock in the morning researching some things that God has given me to do, and there you are, my guest. You do exactly what it is I had been looking for. How is that other than God? Okay.
I love it.
I just love it, God. And so I don't have to look anymore. So just tell our viewing audience some of what it is you do within your business of Create More Life.
So I'm gonna just give you a little backstory of why I started or how I started. Um, many years ago, my sister worked at a corporate. She had a corporate job. Her and her friends only wore black, gray, navy blue, very blah looking. They always look well and put together, but they was just missing something. So I started. I'm a tinker, so I started just messing with stuff, putting stuff together, creating, making jewelry, and giving it to her. Like, listen, wear this to work. I know you can't be loud with your clothes, but you can really express yourself with these earrings. And she took them to. She wore them to work, and everybody loved them. And ever since then, I've been creating jewelry that makes you feel good on the inside. It wasn't until maybe a few years ago that I discovered that I have other gifts that I really didn't know about or wasn't aware of. When it comes to creating workbooks and journals and things like that, it wasn't until I met Erica Perry Green, who saw me doing something, and she saw me on a bigger scale in that season. And she introduced me to workbooks and journals and things like that. I've always knew that I could do it, but having somebody say, yes, you can do it, and let me show you how. That's how I got into creating workbooks and journals. And I make workbooks and journals for coaches, authors, speakers, to kind of help them with their brand or help them expose people to other things within their brand. So yeah, that's what I do is I create more life.
Exactly. You create more. And that is so exciting for me because as a vision coach, what I do is I help my clients to identify, create, and launch their product ideas. I don't create the journal. I don't create it. I have to find a resource that will do it, but I lead them into the way and how they will create it, the way and how they will market it, everything that they need to do necessary. So that is why, again, it is so important as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, to network with other like-minded people because there are resources out there that are hidden from us until we get into that place of not feeling like you can do everything by yourself. And find other people with the resources that help you. So I am just loving what you do because you are a resource for me as a coach, not just for me personally, but for my clients that I help bring their brands to life. My slogan is, it comes alive. When they tell me and we start to create, it comes alive what it is. This came alive because she was my client as well. And so those are the things that we have to really think about. Listen, I want to ask you, so what problem do you really help your clients solve? I know that you said your sister dressed very conservative because of what she was hang on a second. We have quite a lot of comments. Let me just run over here and engage our audience and see what they are saying. Hi, Veronica Moore. God bless you. Thank you so very much. Very, very much. I love your t-shirt. Yes, this is a fundraiser by my sponsor, Lorraine Barr International. It says, I know a cancer conqueress. When we were talking about putting this project together for her, she was like, I don't want it to say a cancer survivor. I wanted to say something different. And so we came up with, I am a conqueress. I have conquered cancer. So this is her shirt, and she had it in red also, and I think some in pink. But hi, Tiffany. Thank you for joining us tonight. Someone is saying, I love my journal. So it's somebody that you must have helped with a journal, but it's saying Facebook user. So we really don't know who it is. But please do us a favor. We are excited to be here. Help us by hitting that share button. That share button that you have there, it's a witnessing tool. Just hit share and share it with someone else. Hi, Gwendolyn. Thank you so much. Camilla, Gwendolyn is saying hi to both of us tonight. We are so excited that you have joined us tonight. Just hit your share button and help us to share this program tonight because I am so excited. Now, the earring that you're wearing, you made those earrings?
Yes.
Wow.
I hand painted these.
Those are hand painted.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That is
And
exciting. So what
have
other style of earrings do you do?
I have these here.
Oh my goodness.
And
Those
they
are
hang
awesome.
long. Yeah. And then I have these here.
Those are earrings?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
They hang down.
Lorraine would absolutely love them. She
And
wears
I can
nothing but.
make different colors too. So I don't just have gold. That's like my display.
Now, see, this is what you call being prepared as a
Mm-hmm.
business owner and as an entrepreneur. I did not discuss with you what we're doing. I did not say bring your stuff so it could be shown, but
You don't
that
have to tell me
is
to.
the mindset of an entrepreneur that you always be prepared. And see,
Mm-hmm.
here you are. Hi, Beverly. How you doing?
Then I
And
have
I see
these.
she has the same last name as you, so she may be related. Oh, those
Yeah,
are
that's my
nice.
sister.
Hi, Beverly. Thank you for being with us tonight. Listen, this is so awesome. Listen, this is what I want to ask you right now. If you had someone, Tiffany says, stay ready. That's right. So you don't have to get ready. Right, right. If you knew someone that wanted to start a business, what advice would you give them?
I will probably ask them why they want to start a business. What are they selling? Um, what are they going to talk about other than what are they selling? Because you don't want to shove, hey, buy this, buy this, buy this. You want to educate them. You want to educate, motivate, and inspire the people that you're selling to. Because people
Mm-hmm.
buy into people who they like trust, and got a pretty smile. So
Like
I,
me, huh? You have a pretty spot. Listen, everyone, you are joining me. My name is Alicia, and I am your vision coach. And you are sitting around the table with me tonight with my guest, Camilla Moore. And we are discussing being a business owner and being an entrepreneur. I am here every Friday night at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I invite you to invite someone to come and sit around the table. You never know who you're going to meet. You never know what you're going to learn. Why? Because what I do is I speak to coaches, authors, and entrepreneurs. And so you can be in the midst of any of those people and any given Friday. But this evening, our business spotlight, our business highlight is Create More Life with Camilla Moore. And I am just so grateful that you are my guest. Thank you, Khadija. She
so
says
happy to
she
be
love
here.
it. She love networking. It is a tool that you
Mm-hmm.
must use if you are going to be successful in any business that you are in. So again, back to my guest. Listen, how um do you have a process of how you put your products out for people to be able to know your products, buy your products? What is your system that you use?
Well, it's been word of mouth. I go to a lot of vending events. So when I'm creating, once I've created something, earrings, if I painted it, once it dries, I'll take a picture of it. And then I
Mhm.
just load them in my stories. Um,
Wow.
yeah, Facebook stories, Instagram stories. I put them all there because I could post it on Facebook as a Facebook post. I'll get 5 people will see it, maybe 2 people like it. But I put it in my stories. I'll get 175 people who've seen it. I may get maybe 10 orders. But just trying to keep jewelry in my stories, or whatever I'm doing in my stories, because people are always watching, even if you don't think they are. That's one of the major things that I use to sell. And then when I go to vending events, I make that connection with people that are at my tables. And then I have jewelry that they just love. So they're always looking for me at vending events. I make
Yes.
them feel welcome. My name, Camilla, means servant of the temple. So I'm always making people feel welcome and making them feel loved. And that's one of the things that I always hear people say, oh my God, I remember you from the last event. Like, you was just so warm and welcoming. Customer service. When I go to vending events, I stand up. I don't sit at the table. When people are at my table, I stand up, I greet them, I compliment them. I just make them feel how I want to be feeling. That's basically my
Yeah,
strategy.
interaction and professionalism.
Mm-hmm.
That is very, very important. I like that what you said, that when you go to vendors events, you're not sitting down on the people, you're standing up.
Mm-hmm.
Eye contact is so important on the same level that people are able to see and interact with you. You know, one thing about helping people to develop products is so exciting for me, but also I love to teach people how to turn over their inventory. So that
Mm-hmm.
is something that is excellent that you just said, that to get on the level with your customer and not allow them to feel like they are beneath you.
Yep.
So
Mm-hmm.
that is really, really a good point. Listen, we are speaking with and doing business highlight for Camilla Moore of Create More Life. You can go and visit her website. Her website is www.createmore.life. Or you want me to repeat that? www.createmore.life. Go on that website and see what's on there that you are supposed to own, that
Right.
is supposed to be yours. We want you to understand that these things are handmade,
Mm-hmm.
handcrafted. She said hand painted, which means that they're taking time and labor to give her best so that you can be your best. So that is so awesome. Kamel, let's talk a little bit about your journals that you create. I
Mm-hmm.
see that you had some samples.
Yep.
Let's talk a little bit about what you create and who they're for again.
I create journals for basically anybody. Um, well, I also help authors, coaches, speakers create journals for their business. But when it comes to my business and the journals that I create them for anyone. If this one is just, I call it the silent thought, those thoughts that are silent that you may not want to speak out loud, or those thoughts that you have in the middle of the night. I'm a dreamer. So sometimes I wake up from a dream and I need to write it down. Um,
Yes.
so this is a silent thought journal that I have. And then on the inside of it is just filled with blank pages. And each page at the bottom, it says, I'm grateful for. So every time I write in here, at the bottom, I always write what I'm grateful for. And then on those days where, sometimes you just don't feel like doing anything, or you just don't feel like being, yourself. So I
Yes.
always go back and I always like look at what I wrote. Like this day I put, I'm grateful for Jesus. Like I always go
Yes.
back and
That
read,
is
what I'm
awesome.
grateful for. So
Yes. That is something that I always teach as well, because it's so important to keep something on your nightstand with a pen or paper, because you never know what thought. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm up at 3 o'clock last night, and I got such a download that I typed it in my typewriter, in my computer though, because I had the computer sitting on the floor. I picked it up.
Mhm.
But when, when you get to be 66, like I just turned 66 last week, I learned that I'm not going to remember everything in the morning. So I either going to have a journal, a piece of paper, or a computer that when I wake up with those moments, I can follow through and not lose those thoughts.
Mhm.
And so those type of things are really important. Let me ask you a question. How does a journal support an author?
Oh wow, an author. You're constantly
Yes.
writing. You're constantly writing.
That,
This
come
fits
on.
in your purse.
Come on.
um, you're constantly writing. Oh my goodness. That's all I can say. You're constantly writing. Or at least you should be if
Right.
you're not.
See?
But the journal
Yeah.
helps you like those moments. So I'm going through something right now. I don't want to speak about it, but I'm going through a journey right now where I have to dig up old thoughts and go back and remember some of the things that might have happened to me in the past. And you never know when you're going to think of something or when something is going to come to mind. So having a journal in your purse, you can whip it out and write. I mean,
Wow.
you will always have something in your purse. This is purse size, ladies. It's not heavy, so it's not gonna weigh your purse down. Now the planner, it may weigh your purse down, but this simple little journal here is not going to like weigh your purse down.
Yes.
It's vital. Even if you're not for an entrepreneur, you need to always have something to write down. See, I have a journal right here that I'm writing down because I'm like, I never know. Miss Apostle George may say something on this thing on this show that I need to write down. So I'm always ready. Pen, accessories, paper.
Look, you are so right, because the other day I was driving in the car and I had a download for a client, and I looked all over the car. There was nothing I could write on. And then I looked in the glove compartment and there was napkins. I pulled out the napkins and sat on the car seat and did a whole program for, because had I had a book in my glove compartment, I would not have gone through that. So there you go. Now, are these also available on your website?
Yes, they are. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So if you
so
go to my
journals.
website and you hit planners, it'll pop up. I will be adding planners on soon. I do have a planner. I'm actually in the process of adding new stuff to it. This is what
Uh-huh.
it looks like. It's a hardcover.
Okay.
It will not have any dates on it, so you can go and purchase it whenever. It has so much stuff in the back of it: itinerary, smart goal sheets for you to fill out your smart goals, like here. It
Yes.
has empty pages for you to budget. I'm a note taker. I like notebook paper. So I have like pages for like, sis, let's budget. I talk to you like, sis, come on, girl, let's get it. Um,
That's an
it's just so
awesome
much
thing.
stuff I have in here.
Those of you that are listening to us tonight, please share. Please share, because this is so important. I actually became debt free this year with all my credit cards and all my major bills, paid off my car and everything because of a journal,
Hmm.
a planner that I had. I put dates, I put times, I did everything with this planner. And because of this planner, I was able to become debt free. Not only become debt free,
Hmm.
but also raise my credit score, because I took time to plan using a planner with dates,
Yes.
with times, with what I was going to do on that date, being specific. Those are the things that really help. Linda, thank you so much. Linda is saying, excellent. The journal is an essential tool for authors and business leaders. Capture those important ideas. Yes, Linda, I
Hmm.
agree with you. Thank you. I am so happy I'm debt free. debt
Yes.
free.
Amen to
I
that.
don't owe, the word of
Congratulations.
God says, owe no man nothing. I don't owe anybody anything, nothing.
Mm.
And I am so happy. And listen, it was because I buckled down during the pandemic. I had over $30,000 worth of debt when the
Mm.
pandemic started, and I made a decision. I just started to write. I made a decision that I'm not coaching for free.
I know
I'm
that's
not
right.
giving away who I am any longer. And if you're my ideal client, you're going to be my ideal client. So
Mm-hmm.
there's these things are so important as a business owner to know your worth, know who you are. You know, I just put a post up just before we came on because I realized I put it up because I was so agitated as a business owner. I'm speaking to our other business owner yesterday, and they want me to buy their services or take part in their services and support their business, but they didn't feel that this certain part of my business that they should pay for, it should be something that I should do for free. I said no. It takes
Mm-hmm.
time to plan for it. I pay to get a flyer made to do it. I do, the things that I do for it. So I just put it on Facebook because I was so agitated. But as a business owner, you have to be serious about your business. That's why I named this topic tonight, minding your business.
I love
You
it.
have to pay attention to your business.
Mhm.
You have to mind your business. You have to pay attention as an entrepreneur to what it is that you are called to do. Now, Camille, I'm going to ask you a question. How many other
Mhm.
people in your family are entrepreneurs or business owners?
Um, maybe 3 or 4, maybe.
Maybe three or four.
There's
That's
only I know I'm one of the first entrepreneurs out of my grandma's children. And my grandma has over maybe 200 children, 200 grandchildren, maybe.
what?
Um, mhm.
Okay.
The
Woo.
number is really, really high. And I'm actually going to get with some of my cousins and we're going to calculate it. But she has a lot. They had 10 children. And then their children had lots of children. So I think I'm like maybe one out of five, maybe who has their own business, but it's not many at all. So I'm like the first to do it in my family.
Well, we seem to have had a little technical difficulty, but we're back. Is your grandmother alive?
Yes, she is.
Wow. Listen, that's what it is all about. Businesses, being an entrepreneur, to create a legacy so that you can leave something for your inheritance for your children. That's a whole lot of children. And I hope that if you are the first person in my family to be an entrepreneur, I hope that you will leave a legacy for your children. I'm the first person in my family to be an entrepreneur. I'm the first person in my family to really have ever really been business minded. Now, internet, I speak to you in the name of Jesus and I command you to be still with no more interruptions in Jesus' name. And
Amen.
so I believe that we have to create examples. uh,
Hmm.
my son just inherited my entrepreneur spirit. I just saw him doing stuff and I realized what he was doing. And I realized for 6 years he was an entrepreneur making really. And then he said, Mom, because I saw you doing it, I saw that you were working for other people, but you weren't just having a paycheck from them, you were doing other things. And so
Hmm.
we have to create that legacy in our family and help us. So before we get ready to wrap up, I am going to give you 2 minutes to just speak to our listening audience. Just say whatever it is you want to say about your business. Invite them to your web, whatever God leads you to say about your business before we get ready to close. Oh, I do have a question. Is there any
Hmm.
new ventures that you are going into anytime soon?
Oh
Anything?
wow. So there is, well, there's a few. I will tell you about. There's a company that me and one of my business partners created. It's called Goddess Armor. And Goddess Armor came about during a time when we needed God.
Okay. Wow.
um, we it was created. I think Goddess Armor God had already created Goddess Armor, but He had to get us to a place where we were able to learn and grow from each other. Um, but we created Goddess Armor, um, and it's accessories. It's accessories, so it ties into where I'm still creating more life.
Okay.
But
Yes. More life.
this time it's an opportunity for other women to be able to create more life, be able to build a business for themselves. In
Awesome.
Goddess Armor, what we do is we offer shades. We have shades because we
Mhm.
believe that when you see yourself the way God sees you,
Yes.
when I put on these shades, and it almost feels like that too. Look, I just turned into somebody else. Like,
Yes. Yes.
when you
And
put on
you don't have to worry about the shade of other people because you got your own shades. Come on now.
yes,
Yes.
when you put on
That's
the shade,
awesome.
you feel different. You feel
Okay.
powerful. You're looking at yourself. You're looking at yourself through the lenses of God.
Okay.
We also have empowerment bracelets. These little bracelets here have cute little charms on them. This one talks about family. A life is a gift. Then it has an airplane on it. This is one that I made for myself to manifest me traveling, my business being all over the world. I'm
Yes.
continue to create life. I'm building something for my family.
Yes.
And then this other one is this little smiley face reminds me to continue to smile no matter what. So
Wow.
we create these bracelets that speaks to you every time you look at them. Even if I'm not going anywhere, I'll put them on just to wear them around the house. And then we also offer you shades, but the website is goddessarmorboutique.com. You can
Okay.
go up there and you'll be able to learn about the opportunity. But it's an opportunity we're giving women, especially now during this season. Holiday season is approaching. So
Yes.
if you want to learn how to build your own business, you will not be working for anyone. You'll be working for yourself. You can purchase products from us. We send them to you. You go out and share the message with everyone else. You go out vending, but we're basically helping you to create your own business. That's one of the things that I have going on. Also, well, this is one thing that I have going on that I really can't speak about it. But just know something is coming around December, the end of the year, that's going to really, really help entrepreneurs. If you're even in the beginning stage or you don't know how to start, this tool is going to be able to help you get started because you'll be able to learn from others who have been in your position, and that'll be able to walk you through, how to become
Awesome.
an entrepreneur.
Awesome. Goddess armor. That is really, really a great opportunity to
Mhm.
help other women get started as business owners. So I just want to say thank you so very much for being such an informative guest this evening, being here with me on Around the Table. Listen, those of you who have the desire to start your own business, hit up the website. Those of you who may need Camilla's help, go to her website and get started. I always say, start. Simply take another risk today. Invest in yourself. Get started
Mhm.
in business. It's not all about making tons of money, but I wish that you do. But it's about doing something that you love that can turn out to make money. And
Mhm.
that is the difference. Don't go in it for making the money, but go in it loving it so it can turn out to be something to make money. So Thank you so much for being with us around the table tonight. We speak life into create more life,
Oh,
that
thank
it
you.
will be overflowed and be a blessing beyond your imagination.
Oh, I
So
received that in Jesus' name.
don't forget, you are sitting with Vision Coach Alicia, and you are sitting around the table. I'm here every Friday night with a very special guest. And this evening, we had in our midst Miss Camilla Moore. Is there any last words you want to say before we say good night?
I just really appreciate you for having me here. And for those of you that are watching, like Apostle George said, just start. If you have questions, you can reach out to me, inbox me. But just start. Just start.
That's so important. Just start. So until next week at the same time, we'll be in the same place sitting around the table. So until then, ta-ta. But if you want a little bit more, in about 5 minutes, you can join me in the green room where I will recap this evening on Facebook Live from my message tonight, our conversation tonight with Create More Life. So until then, tata. I
Bye.
am your vision coach, Alicia.